Peace. I'm Kamal Lamani, and this is a question for the ladies. Ladies who are dating. Are you dating a man or a boy? Are you dating a man or a boy? For many sociological reasons, economic reasons, and even post-traumatic slavery syndrome in the black community, you have to understand that many of us have not had the proper training on how to be a man. So we don't know two things. One, that to be a man is to be responsible or have responsibility. Two, we don't know as men and women that love is responsibility. Because after the romance and after the initial dating, and we say that we want a commitment, I don't want you with nobody else, you don't want me with nobody else, it's you and me one-on-one against the world. Once we say all of that, and the opposition of life comes in, then things start getting shaky. That's when we don't want to be responsible anymore. So if you have a dude that doesn't want to be responsible, then you're going to have problems from the outset. Because he's not going to pay the bills. He's not going to want to deal with children, his children, your children, both of y'all children, baby's daddy, baby's whoever. He's not going to deal with that. He's not going to deal with you complaining or giving constructive criticism or suggestions, because he still thinks he's a boy. He still thinks he's a teenager. He still thinks he can run the streets and go to the clubs, and Brenda got a big old butt. I know I told you I'd be true. Brenda got a big old butt, so I'm leaving you. See ya. Like, he got a boy mentality. And if you don't detect that while you're dating, courting, in the beginning of the relationship, while you're on the internet chatting, right? Texting, if you don't detect that, you're gonna have problems. It's that simple. And if you give up the cookie too quick, you're gonna have problems in most cases, because as a man, we're like, she gave it up to me that fast, does she do that to everybody? And the man's ego can't handle that. We want to feel we special, we put in work and we did something, but it's also best to make a man wait. But some of y'all seem desperate. And when we know we got a desperate chick pretty much translates into a thought in a man's mind. A hoe, freak, loose, whatever you want to call it. Desperate. And I know many of y'all don't want to hold out and make him wait for a minute, because he might go on to Brenda, who got the big old butt, who's going to give it to him. And really, women should just make a man wait. And I know some people say, oh yeah, well, I made him wait, and then he got his, and then he still laughed. But it's not really all about the physical. It's about checking out his mindset. How was he raised? How was his parents? Did he learn how to be a man? Did you put God in your life? See, this is stuff people don't want to talk about. Y'all think like this is a new era. I found him on the internet when I was shopping for a man, or my girl told me about him at the job, my cousin and him, or whatever, right? And y'all think like, and he thinks like, well, if it just don't work out, I'll curve him and I go to the next one, right? It's like y'all shopping, like virtual reality, like people aren't people anymore. And it's always gonna come back to you. You need to slow down. I'm saying, if you want a commitment and a relationship that's serious and somebody to take you seriously for your mind, your heart, your body, your soul, appreciate you for who you are, for your come up, for your skills, for your experiences, and how you overcame life, how you're still here, how God still has you here. So people don't want to talk about God no more. They took prayer out of schools. They took the Ten Commandments out. People don't think they have to be moral and ethical. So men don't think that, women don't think that. So everybody doing what everybody want to do, and then they turn around and think about what they just did. You got the sweetest hangover, But now you're sad. Now you're depressed. Now you're crying. Because you dating a boy. And yes, it's rare to find a man. So you got to be selective. Just like when you go shopping, you're selective on what you buy, right? You're looking at the price. You're looking at the quality. You're looking, will this be on sale next week? Will this be on sale after the holiday? Is there a layaway plan? Or if I take this credit card out, can I get that? Like y'all got thinking involved. But when it comes to a man, you're like, oh, he fine. He got a job. Whatever the case may be. And he's a boy. He's telling you he's a boy. Watch him for a minute or two, you see he's a boy. Especially he's not trying to pay for stuff and all of that. He waited to see if you take out your pocketbook and all that. Be friends. That's for everybody. That message is for everybody. If you're serious about somebody, be friends. Now, as friends, you can pay for each other at first. You can help each other out. You know what I'm saying? But when you're dating and this dude is supposed to be serious about you and your future, and he's scared to go in his pocket, or he don't have nothing in his pocket, but he fine or whatever, he's a boy. He could be a man that's not ready. He's still a boy, in a sense. I gotta keep it real. When my money get low, I feel like a boy. I do. My money need to be up. My money need to be up for my woman and my children. My money need to be up. My money need to be up for me. And one of the things men don't realize is, if a man looks better, dress-wise, and has more money than his woman and his children, he's looking good, and the women and children look bad, battered, beat up, dusty, rusty, stank, something wrong. Your woman and your children should look as good as you or better, because that shows that they are well maintained by you, even if you make less money. And one of the big problems is that a lot of the men now make less money than the women, and again, it goes back to ego. But a woman should understand that, and the man should understand that this is societal. All right? In many cases, it deals with the way the society is set up, especially for our people. With welfare, they didn't let the man come into the house. They said, oh, we'll give the woman money, Section 8, food stamps, EBT, whatever, but a man can't be in there. You can have children, but ain't no father gonna raise them. The state's gonna raise them. The awards of the state. Okay? So we always got to be cognizant that the devil, Satan, the enemy, whatever you want to call it, him, it, her, does not want to see the family together, doesn't want to see the man, woman, and child together. So there's going to be opposition. There's going to be things that get nasty. There's going to be unemployment sometimes. It's going to be coming up short sometimes. But man, you shouldn't be coming up short because you're gambling, smoking, drinking at the titty bar, strip club, whatever, because of your bad habits, because of your dream that you're working on. That shouldn't make you come up short. Pay those bills first, take care of your house first, then go work on your dream. Or else you'll be in a boy. So sisters, basically what I'm saying is, take your time, get to know them, be friends. Don't be so quick to give up the cookie. Goodness gracious, because he don't know what to do with it. He doesn't value it. People tell me when I do events, like, don't do stuff for free because people don't value it. It's, oh, free party, oh, free food. And they run up in there and disrespect the place and disrespect you. But you put a price on it, then people consider it. And they start thinking and rationalizing. And that's why we've lost the village. In the village, you had to give a dowry. In indigenous planet Earth, Africa, Asia, America, the man had to give a dowry to the woman to marry her. He had to ask permission. He had to, even back in the day here in this country, in the 40s and 50s and 60s, you had to go talk to the father, the pops. Like, You know, I'm interested in your daughter. Do you mind if I date her? That's respect. Now they move the father out, or the father's on drugs, or he's doing whatever, and now you still don't feel, even if he is there, you don't feel you need to talk to the father, to the family, to the mother, to the brother, to the ex, to the baby's daddy, if he's in his right mind. So you got to be a man. So sisters, you need to have a man, not a boy. If you keep dealing with boys, you're going to keep getting your heart broken. You're going to keep being frustrated. I don't care. He could be 45 years old. He's still a boy. Because the number one teachings he should know, and that's from the messenger Elijah Muhammad, is respect, protect, and elevate the black woman. Respect, protect, and elevate the black woman. And definitely take care of your children. All of this should be innate. But we're running around here like boys, chasing things that are temporary, and we don't realize that we're supposed to do things on a permanent level and leave a legacy. We're supposed to pass wealth down, pass information and knowledge, wisdom and understanding down to your children, and your children's children, and your children's children, because you're a man. Boys ain't passing nothing down. Boys just making a mess. So sister, take it slow. Everybody's moving too fast now. If you go back in the days, listen to the song and say, let's take it nice and slow, right? Take a walk in the park. Take a walk on the beach. Go sit up in Starbucks or wherever, you know, and get to know each other. When I first met who's now my wife, for almost 25 years, and we've been together for 27, 28. You know, and I'm running and trying to get that cookie. She's like, hold it. I'm going to sit here. You're going to sit across the room. And we're going to talk and get to know each other. And that blew my mind. Now, some dudes is going to laugh and walk out, but that blew my mind. I respected that. And we got to know each other, and we became friends. You know? And she wasn't trying to be fast with that. You know, but look at this now. Look at what she got now. All of this right here. She got all of this right here. She got all of this right here, you know, 25 years later. Because she used her head. Smart woman. So I wanted to break that down for today's lesson. All right? So just keep that in mind, sisters. You're very valuable. You're going to be somebody's prized possession, somebody's muse on the catwalk, somebody's pride and joy, somebody's angel. And there's somebody out there for everybody. And for the brothers too. Y'all got to be patient. Put God first, man. Y'all ain't keeping God in it, regardless of which way you want to look at God. But the universal law, karmic law, know that, what's done in the dark is going to come out in the light. So if you ain't ready, don't come deceptive, Don't come as a sneak. Don't come sneaking around and cheating and all of that. People have hearts. Treat somebody the way you want them to treat you. All right? All right. So, again, make sure you got a man and not a boy. Amen? Peace. Kamal Amani. Yes, author of the book, Let's Bring Back the Butterflies. Peace.